in Java, there are multiple ways to get user input depending on the use case and environment. So we have a scanner class which can handle input from different places like the console, reading from the file, or working with data streams. This class was introduced in Java 5. Before that, we had a buffer reader class which is introduced in 1.1. As a beginner, it's better to use the scanner class. So we have, or I have an example here, for scanner, buffer reader, and other two console classes. So let's see a scanner class. So to use a scanner class, we need to import the scanner class using import.util.scanner. Then here I have imported the scanner class. Then create the scanner object and connect scanner with system.in. So we need to pass the parameter with system.in. Then when we want to ask the user for the input, first print the prompt message so that user will know what he needs to enter. So here is what we need to do. First, we need to create the object like scanner and pass system.in. Then system.out.print to print or the prompt for the user like what he needs to pass. Then get the details like next line. If it is string, next line we have nextInt. There are other methods as well. So you can see we have has next byte, next int, next float, means based on the data types you can get the details. So here I'm getting the name and the age of the user. Name will be a string and age will be int. So that I'm like, for that I'm using next int and next line for the string. So once I get the input, I will be printing it on the console. This is how we can get the input using scanner and using a buffer. Again, buffer reader is faster than scanner for large input, but it requires exception handling and manual parsing. So in case of scanner, I have not used try catch block, but in case of buffer reader, ID will ask you to provide the try catch block. And in this case, like I'm directly using next line and next int, but in case of buffer reader, you'll see like I have to parse it if you want to convert it to int. So here I'm getting the city name and the pin code. So yeah, just create a buffer reader and same thing like pass system.in. Then using reader, a read line. In case of scanner, it was next line. Here, a read line, and again get the pin code or whatever the data type and pass it to required data type. Here, I'm getting as an integer, or I'm converting it as an integer using integer dot parseInt and passing the reader dot read line. So once I get the input, I will be showing it to the user. Then I have other two example here. Like one is for console, like only works in the actual terminal or console, not in most IDEs. And another one is command line arguments, which takes input when the program is in run. So when you execute, you have to pass the argument. Like if you are using the command line, first compile it and then Java dot the application name, your program name, and pass the argument. The same thing in the console. Like here, I'm using java.io dot a console class and system.console. Then using that variable, I'll be reading the value. So read line and read password. We have again here. It's just an argument. Whatever we are getting means a main method we have, right? Like this, using that we are getting the arguments value, 0th value, 1 value, and all. So let me execute this program now. The first, it should ask the name. I'll give test user age 30. So we'll see hello test user age is 30. That's what I'm printing. This is using scanner. The next will be city. I'll give Bengaluru and pin code 12345. Yeah. So city will be Bangalore and pin will be 12345. So this is how we can get the user input through scanner and buffer reader if you are using IDEs. So I recommend you to use a scanner rather than a buffer reader if you are a beginner. Uh, yeah, this is all about user input in Java. Thanks for watching.